Hello everyone, this is Mahendra and I welcome you all to Duart's classes. I hope it has been 7 days. 7 days in the sense I made my last video 7 days back. Many people are waiting for the second part of section formula. Am I correct? Most of the kids are waiting for the second part of section formula because part 1 of section formula is very simple. So the students who did not watch first part of section formula, they can just click on the link given in the description. In the description, I have given the link of the first part of section formula, so you can listen that, then you can move to this part. By the way, one good news for all the kids of 9th and 10th, Mahendra sir is planning something great for all the kids of 9th and 10th. Mahendra sir is planning something different, something unique for the kids of 9th and 10th. Within a short, I am going to reveal that thing. Okay, right. By the way, how is the life going on? I think life is a bit hectic nowadays because online classes, writing tests, okay, listening to mom and dad. But actually, during offline classes, you have chance to speak with friends in school, play with them, but because of these online classes, just you have to be in the home. There is no other option. Okay, so don't worry, things will be all right. So let me start the second part of section formula. I thought to speak, like I want to discuss more things with you, but those all things I'll discuss leisurely in the next video or in the coming video. Okay. So let me start section formulas part 2. Yeah. Welcome to Duart's classes once again. If you feel that content on this channel is useful, if you feel that all the videos are good, please subscribe to Duart classes and click on the bell icon so that you are going to get the notification of the new video. And if you feel that the video is good, please like the video. I'm telling once again, if you feel that content is good, if you feel that the channel is useful to us, so click on bell icon and don't forget to subscribe. And please share with your friends, with your seniors, juniors, so that they can just have benefits of this channel. So let me recap what we have learned in the previous class. So we have learned about the formula. We have learned about section formula. We have learned what is the purpose of section formula. Why did people frame this formula? What was the need of framing this formula? Then we have discussed some problems based on this. We have discussed this problem. We have discussed second problem, we have discussed third problem, we have discussed fourth problem. Then Mahendra sir told that in the next video, Mahendra sir will continue the section formula because your health is more important. If you watch long videos, then it may trouble your eyes. Done. So it's time to learn 3 more problems of this topic. And if you are good in this 7 models, you can easily solve any kind of problem related to section formula in the board exam. Not only CBSE board, any state board. Done? Right. So here goes question number 5. What is the question? Question is find the ratio in which the y-axis divides a line segment joining the points 5, -6 and -1, -4. Also find the point of intersection. I missed here. Sorry for that. Please forgive me for that. Also find the point of the intersection. Right. So here goes the question. Here goes the question solution. Find the ratio in which y-axis divides the line segment joining the points 5, -6 and -1, -4. So let me plot these points on graph paper. I'll draw a rough graph. So this is x-axis. I hope x-axis is not straight. I'm planning to work on this so that I can have some software through which I can draw straight lines. I hope from next month you may have that kind of content. Right, x-axis and y-axis. First point is 5 comma minus 6. 5 comma minus 6 will lie in which quadrant? It lies in fourth quadrant, and we'll have 5 comma minus 6 here. So let me name this point as A. This point is A. This point is A. What is second point? Second point is minus 1 comma minus 4. So minus 1 comma minus 4 will have somewhere here. It is just a rough diagram. Okay. Right. Minus 1 comma minus 4. Let me name this point as B. Done. Now let me join A and B. Let me join A and B. So I got a line segment. We have to find out in which ratio the y-axis is dividing the line segment. So let me name this point as P. Okay, let me name this point as P. So we have to find out AP by BP. You have to find out AP by BP, or we have to find out BP by AP, no problem. Something you have to find out. Okay. So can I know the coordinates of P? What are the coordinates of P? So coordinates of P are 0 comma y. Any point lying on the y-axis will be of the form 0 comma y. For example, if I take this point, the coordinates of this point may be 0 comma 1. The coordinates of this point may be 0 comma 4. It is an approximation, but any point on the y-axis will be of the form 0 comma y. That thing fix in your brain. Okay, any point on the y-axis will be of the form 0 comma y. Okay, now we have to find out in which ratio or in what ratio the point P is dividing the line segment AB. So let me assume the ratio as m1 is to m2. Let me assume that m1 is to m2 is equals to AP is to BP. So our y-axis is dividing the line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. So whenever in the question ratio is involved, just think of section formula. So what is section formula? P of x comma y is equals to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. Next here we have m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Okay. By the way, what are the coordinates of point P? The coordinates of point P are 0 comma y. So 0 comma y is equals to m1. What is m1? m1 is m1 only. What about x2? Now it's time to look at x1, x2. See here, I shall write here. This is good. We have 2 points. One point is A of 5 comma minus 6, and other point is minus 1 comma minus 4. So here, what is x1? This is x1. This is y1. This is x2. This is y2. Done. x1, y1, x2, y2. Now x2 is minus 1 plus m2 x1. x1 is 5 by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2. What is y2? Minus 4 is y2. What is m2? m2 is m2 only. What about y1? y1 is minus 6 by m1 plus m2. So let me simplify. we'll have P of 0 comma y is equals to, what are we going to have here? M1 into minus 1 is minus M1 plus 5M2 by M1 plus M2. Here we'll have minus 4M1 minus 6M2 by M1 plus M2. Done. Now let me equate the x coordinates. Am I going to get the answer if I equate y coordinates? Am I, or are we? Are we going to get the answer if I equate y coordinates? No, never, ever. So what we'll do here? We'll equate x coordinates. Do you know what is making me to equate x coordinates? That is our 0, because 0 is 0, right? So we'll have 0 is equals to, oh, let me write, I'll go with a fresh page, equating x coordinates. Equating x coordinates. We have to equate x coordinates. So if I equate x coordinates, actually this problem of line will be solved because Mahendra sir is going to take Zoom subscription. So once I take Zoom subscription, this problem will be solved. Right. If I equate x coordinates, what will I get here? In the left hand side I have 0. What do I have in the right side? In the right hand side I have minus M1 plus 5M2 by M1 plus M2 So let me transpose M1 plus M2 to left hand side. We'll have 0 into M1 plus M2 is equals to minus M1 plus 5M2. So 0 into something is 0, 0 is equals to minus M1 plus 5M2. I'll transpose minus M1 to left hand side, we'll have 0 plus M1 is equals to 5M2. Now M2 I'll so 0 plus M1 is M1 is equals to 5M2. I'll transpose M2 to left hand side, we'll have M1 by M2 is equals to 5. I can write 5 as 5 by 1, so I'm going to get M1 is to M2 is equals to 5 is to 1. Done. So here the line segment AB is dividing, y-axis is dividing the line segment AB in the ratio 5 is to 1. So we can conclude that AP by BP is equals to 5 by 1. The y-axis is dividing the line segment AB in the ratio 5 is to 1. Now what is the next question? We have one more sub question. Sub question is also find the point of the intersection. So we have to find the coordinates of P. So by God grace already one of the coordinate of P is 0. So we have to find only y coordinate. Just we have to find out the y coordinate. So I think this will be useful. This will be useful. This will be useful. So let me write coordinates of P in the first page, next page. So P of, I think changing color may yield some good result. So let me change the color. So we have P of 0 comma y is equals to x coordinate we know, that is minus M1 plus 5M2 by M1 plus M2. What about y coordinate? Y coordinate is minus 4M1 minus 4M1 minus 4M1 minus 6M2 by M1 plus M2. Now we substitute the values of M1 and M2. So what are we going to get here? We are going to get P of 0 comma y is equals to m1 is 5, so minus 5 plus m2. See, this is m1. m1 is 5 and m2 is 1. Actually, m1 should be 5x, m2 should be 1x. But if you substitute that thing, xx may get cancelled. So substituting m1 as 5 and m2 as 1 is good. So m2 is 1, will have 5 into 1 by 5 plus 1. Here also 4 minus 4 into 5 minus 6 into 1 by 5 plus 1. So what are we going to get here? We are going to get here minus 5 plus 5 is 0, 0 by 6 comma minus 20 minus 6 by 6, that we will fix. So minus 20 minus 6, so we'll have 0 comma minus 26 by 6, we'll have 0 comma 3 2's, sorry, 2 3's are 6 and 2, 1 second, 1 second, 2 3's are 6, 2 13's are 26. So here the final answer is 0 comma minus 13 by 3. So these are the coordinates of point P, and this is the final answer. This is the final answer. Okay, so let me just cross check once. Minus 20 minus 6 minus 26 minus 26 by 6 will be minus 13 by 3. Done. Okay, I hope the solution is clear to everyone. If you have any doubt in the solution, please mention in the comment box so that Mahendra sir is going to think over it and see that every child understand the solution, right? So just take break of 1 minute. You just go through solution. Even I'll take break because recharging is very important for the proper functioning. Done. Right. Done. Now we look at next solution. What is next question? Determine the ratio in which the line divides the segment joining the points 1, 3 and 2, 7. Okay, it is also a good question. And by the way, question number 6 and question number 7 are similar. They are same. So if you understand question number 6 solution perfectly, you are not going to face any kind of difficulty in understanding solution of question number 7. So here we start the solution without any delay. Without any delay, we'll start the solution. Okay, actually when I was small, I was very much fond of blue color. Done. So determine the ratio in which the line divides the segment joining the points 1, 3 and 2, 7. Done. So let us draw a rough graph to have the feel of the question, because having the feel of the question is very important to solve the problem, to solve the question. So our one point is 1, 3. We'll name it as A. We'll name it as B. A is 1, 3. 1, 3 lies in first quadrant. Here we'll have 1, 3. Next B is 2, 7. 7 is heaven. 2, 7. Somewhere we'll have here. Just 1 second. Yeah, so we'll have the second point somewhere here, B of 2, 7. So if I join both the points, I am going to get line segment. So AB is our line segment. Okay, AB is the line segment. Now there is a line 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. There is a line. I am just drawing a random line. So don't go for accuracy. I am not drawing the line as per the slope because you are very small kids of 10th class. You don't have idea about the concept of slope. So I am not drawing the exact line. Just I am drawing a rough line. Okay. So don't take it to heart. So here we have some line here. It may be perpendicular, it may not be perpendicular somewhere. This is the line. And the equation of this line is, I hope we can draw the line. Just I have drawn rough line. 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. So here both the line segment and the line they're intersecting at some point P. Am I correct? Yes, you're correct. So here the point of intersection of the line segment and the line is point P. We have to find out in which ratio the line is dividing the line segment. In simple words, we have to find out in which ratio the point P is dividing the line segment AB. Did you get me? If you find out in what ratio or in which ratio the point P is dividing the line segment AB, we are going to get in which ratio the line 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0 is dividing the line segment AB. So it is a very simple question. Done. So let me assume the ratio as m1 is to m2. Let me assume that, okay, I'll write, writing is better. Let P of x comma y divide the line segment. Let the point P of x comma y divide the line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. Okay, you can also say that m1 is to m2 is equals to AP by PB if you want further clarification, further understanding. So AP is to PB is nothing but m1 is to m2. Done. Next we look into our coordinate. We look into our point A. A is 1 comma 3 and B is 2 comma 7. So this is again a question of section formula. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2 and this is y2. x1, y1, x2, y2. Done? Right. So now again we'll apply section formula. Section formula is P of x comma y is equals to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. And one more important thing is that if you find any mistake in the calculation, please mention in the comment section so that I can just improve over that, because we all are human beings. Mahendra sir is not God, so there is chance of doing mistakes. So if you find any calculation mistakes, please let me know. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. m1 plus m2. Now we'll substitute the values. We'll substitute and simplify. S and S means substitute and simplify. So P of x comma y, what are we going to get? We are going to get m1. What is x2? x2 is 2. What is m2? m2 is m2. What is x1? x1 is 1 by m1 plus m2. Next m1. What is y2? y2 is 7. plus m2. What is y1? y1 is 3 by m1 plus m2. This question is very simple, but many people face difficulty in understanding solution. So we'll have 2m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2. Next, 7m1 plus 3m2 by m1 plus m2. So this is P of x comma y. Now it's time to question you. Can I know where the point P is lying? Can I know where the point P is lying? The point P is lying on the line segment AB. The point P is lying on the line segment AB. The point P is lying on the line 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. So can I say that the coordinates of the point P are the solution of the given line? Can I say that the coordinates of point P are the solutions of the given line? Yes, we can say that the coordinates of point P are the solution of the line 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. What is the reason? Reason is the point P is lying on the line 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. Any point lying on the line, if any point is lying on the line, then the coordinates of that point will be the solution of that line. This thing we have learned in detail in 9th class. We didn't learn on this channel, but we'll learn in future. So we can say that x comma y are solution x comma y is a solution here. X comma P of x comma y. Okay, leave that thing, no need of writing. So we'll just substitute here. So what is our equation? Our equation is 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0 is our equation. Next, what is the value of x here? X is, this is x. What is x? X is 2m1 plus m2 plus 2m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2. So we'll substitute here 3 into 2m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2 plus, next what is the value of y here? Y is, this one is y, yeah, this one is y. So y is what? What is y? 7m1 plus 3m2 by m1 plus m2. 7m1 plus 7m1 plus 3m2. 7m1 plus 3m2 by m1 plus m2 minus 9 is equal to 0. Now we'll simplify it. In the numerator we are going to have 6m1 plus 3m2 by m1 plus m2. In second term, what are we going to have? We are going to have 7m1 plus 3m2 by m1 plus m2. What about this? This is going to have minus 9 of m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2. I did not do any magic. I did not apply any high level concept of mathematics. Just I am adding the unlike fractions. That's it. Okay. So here we are going to have 6m1 plus 3m2 plus 7m1 plus 3m2 minus 9 into m1 is minus 9m1 minus 9 into m2 is minus 9m2 by m1 plus m2 is equal to 0. Now it's time to add all like terms. 6m1, yeah, here we have 6m1, here we have 7m1, here we have minus 9m1. So 6 plus 7 is 13, 13 minus 9 is 4. We are going to have 4m1. Next, here we have 3m2, here we have 3m2, here we have minus 9m2. We are going to have 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 minus 9 is minus 3. We are going to have minus 3m2. We are going to have minus 3m2 by m1 plus m2 is equal to 0. 0 is our hero. Then we'll transpose m1 plus m2 to right hand side. We'll have 4m1 minus 3m2 is equals to 0 into m1 plus m2. So we'll have 4m1 minus 3m2 is equal to 0. Next, what are we going to have? We are going to have answer. We have reached to the climax of the problem. So 4m1 is equals to 3m2. m1 is equals to 3 by 4m2. m1 by m2 is equals to 3 by 4. So m1 is to m2 is equals to 3 is to 4. So here our line 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0 is dividing the line segment AB in the ratio 3 is to 4. Is it 3 is to 4? Yeah, it's 3 is to 4. Okay, so finally what can we conclude? We can conclude that AP by BP, yeah, AP by PB is equals to 3 is to 4. This is the final conclusion. One of the most important problem, but it is asked rarely in the examination. Okay, but there is nothing wrong in learning, because learning is going to help us in the future. Done. So I'll give you time of 1 minute. In this 1 minute time, I'll take some break because recharging is very important for proper functioning. Done. So please go through solution. Okay, done then. Now we look into last solution. Right. What is last question? Last question is point P divides a line segment joining the points A of 2 comma 1 and B of 5 comma minus 8 such that AP by AB is equals to 1 by 3. If P lies on the line 2x minus y plus k is equal to 0, find the value of k. So question is very simple. We'll try to visualize the question first. What is the question here? Point P divides a line segment joining the points A and B. So this man, he has named the points as A and B. So we have to feel happy for that. So this is our x-axis. This is our x-axis. This is our y-axis. So where are our points here? Our first point is A of 2 comma 1. 2 comma 1 will be somewhere here. Yeah, it's 2 comma 1. Next, 5 comma minus 8. 5 comma minus 8 lies in fourth quadrant. So we'll have somewhere here. Now if I join A and B, I am going to get a line segment. Oh, it is not straight line segment, it is curve. But don't worry, I am finding a solution for this. So that people are going to have straight line segment. So here is point P somewhere. There is a point P. We'll assume the coordinates of point P as x comma y. So this point P is dividing the line segment AB in some ratio such that AP by AB is equals to 1 by 3. Okay. So here, what did he give here? He has given AP by AB is equals to 1 by 3. Now from the figure, okay, first let me cross multiply. If I cross multiply, what am I going to get? I am going to get AP into 3 is equals to AB into 1. I just cross multiplied. So let me show. Yeah, I have just cross multiplied. Nothing else I have done. So don't worry. Now we'll have here 3AP. 3AP is equals to, what is AB from the figure? From the figure, AB is nothing but, it is something, it is AP plus PB. AP plus PB. So AP plus PB. We will transpose AP to left hand side. We'll have 3 times of AP minus AP is equals to PB. So what is 3AP minus AP? It's 2AP. So 2AP is equals to PB. Next we are going to have AP by PB is equals to, AP by PB is equals to 1 by 2. Is it 1 by 2? Yeah, it's 1 by 2. So I can say that AP is to PB is equals to 1 is to 2. So our point P is dividing the line segment AB in the ratio 1 is to 2. That's a good thing. But there is one more good thing. Okay, so first we'll find the coordinates of point P. We'll find the coordinates of point P. How to find the coordinates of point P? The coordinates of point B, the coordinates of point P can be found only by using section formula. Section formula is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. m1 plus m2. Next we are going to have m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2 we are going to have. Done. Now we will substitute the values without any delay. So this is x1. I think color need to be changed. Right. Okay, I'll write here for better understanding. This is x1. This is y1. This is x2 and this is y2. Is it clear? x1, x2, y1, y2 are the coordinates of A and B. x1, x2, y1, y2 are the coordinates of A and B. Now it's time to substitute and simplify S and S. Before that, AP is to PB is 1 is to 2. So here I can also write this thing as m1 is to m2 for better understanding. Right, now it's time to do S and S. What is S and S? Substitute and simplify. So m1 is 1, x2. What is x2? x2 is 5. Nice. m2 is 2. What is x1? x1 is 2. x1 is 2. Is it 2? It's 2 by 1 plus 2. Yeah. Next again m1 is 1, y2. y2 is minus 8 plus m2. m2 is, what is m2? m2 is 2. y1. y1 is 1 by m1 plus m2. 1 plus 2. Done. So what are we going to have? We are going to have 5 plus 4 by 3 minus 8 plus 2 by 3. So we are going to have here 9 by 3 comma minus 6 by 3. So finally what are we going to have? We are going to have 9 by 3 is 3 and minus 6 by 3 is minus 2. So coordinates of point P are 3 comma minus 2. Now what is the good thing of this point? This point is lying on the line. This point is lying on the line 2x minus y plus k is equal to 0. So if a point is lying on the line, then what can we say? We can say that the coordinates of that point are the solution of the given line. If a point is lying on the line, what can we conclude? We conclude that the coordinates of that particular point are the solutions of that line. So what is our line here? Our line is 2x minus y plus k is equal to 0. So what is our point? Point is p of x comma y is equals to p of x comma y is equals to 3 comma minus 2. Here x is 3 and y is minus 2. So we'll substitute and simplify s and s. Substitute and simplify. So 2 into 3 minus y means minus 2 plus k is equal to 0. We'll have 6 plus 2 plus k is equal to 0. We'll have 8 plus k is equal to 0. We'll have k is equals to minus 8. So this is the solution of the given question. I'll give you just time of 1 minute. Try to recap whatever I have discussed. Okay, if you feel that there is some missing calculations, please let me know in the comment box so that I'm going to work on that. Done. Okay, so now we have discussed the section formula of coordinate geometry. We have discussed and a very important topic of 10th class CBSE board and even any other state board. So in the next video we shall learn about irrationality proofs. We shall learn about irrationality proofs. Then we shall learn about, then again I'm going to come back to coordinate geometry, because Mahendra sir didn't discuss distance formula, Mahendra sir didn't discuss area of triangle. Okay, so I'll discuss that thing. Then if possible we shift to polynomials. But my dear children, don't stop learning, because you're not going to stop education in just in 10th class. You have to move to 11th, you have to move to 12th, you have to do graduation. Then okay, so education is a continuous process. Don't feel that this year we may have exams or we may not have exams, or just the corona pandemic may increase, so we should just chill, we should just not study. Don't feel in that way, because education doesn't mean just scoring marks and getting certificates. The main purpose of education is to lead a happy life. Done? Clear? And by the way, whatever thing you learn in 10th class, it will be useful in the future. It's not like that whatever thing we are learning in 10th class, it won't be helpful in the future. Definitely in some part of the life it will be helpful. So don't stop learning, because life never stop teaching. And as I say in every video, please spend some time for physical activity. It may be playing, running, jogging. Be away from gadgets, because gadgets are going to just deviate us and spoil our health. My suggestion is, actually, yeah, suggestion doesn't mean that you go on playing. Okay, it's like you take care, you just take proper care and then play, because the virus is spreading very fastly in the community. So by taking proper care you play, either you jog or you just play some game. Okay, but remember one thing, healthy mind stays in the healthy body. Done. So thank you everyone, bye bye. We shall meet back in the next video. Till that time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you everyone. Just 1 second. Right. Bye everyone.